I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
I'm Jesper de Jong.
I'm Henry Laakson.
I am Francisco Cerundolo, and you are listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hi everyone, my name is Megan. I'm going to be taking you through this final today at Eastbourne. We have Petra Kvitova versus the defending champion Jelena Ostapenko. Petra Kvitova is just about to serve to get us underway in this final in Eastbourne. Hope you are all having a brilliant weekend. And it's a good serve there to start off from Kvitova, and the return is into the net from Ostapenko. It is 15-love. We also do have another final going on, the Andreescu Garcia final over in Bad Homburg. So I'll try to bring you some of the scores from over there as well. We have a couple of finals. We have two here in Eastbourne, this women's final. Another one later on today between Maxime Cressy and Taylor Fritz, the men's final. We also have the final in Mallorca, Stefanos Tsitsipas and Roberto Bautista Agut. That's a little bit later on today. It's a good start here for Kvitova. It is 30-love. So I hope you're all doing well today. Before we get into this match, why don't you let me know what your predictions are? The head-to-head is currently tied at 4 apiece. This is their 9th meeting, so it's pretty evenly matched, so it should be a good match here. So Kvitova here serving at 30 love. It's a good serve again, and it's into the net from Ostapenko, 40 love. Great start here from the Czech. She's been to the final here in Eastbourne before, but has never won this title. Two-time Wimbledon champion, though, is Kvitova, so she'll be looking to do some damage next week at Wimbledon. And it's another good serve there from Kvitova. It's a great start. We have a game to love. So the ideal start here for Petra Kvitova. She gets the first game on the board, 1 game to love.
Yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's Kvitova. Yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's Kvitova.
So we have Jelena Ostapenko with her serve to get her underway in this final. She's never defended a title before as Ostapenko, so she's trying to do something she's never done before. Good serve there. The return is in from Kvitova. Then we're down the middle of the court. It's a forehand cross court from Ostapenko. It is long. It is love 15. So Kvitova here still hasn't lost a point in this match yet. Good first serve there. Nice cross court from Kvitova. Then the backhand dig. But Ostapenko is up at the net. Kvitova, though, with the forehand is long. It is 15 all. Over in Bad Homburg, they are just underway. They're a game apiece. Andreescu and Garcia over in the final there. Apologies to you all that I am not Ben and JG today. But I'll try to bring you the best commentary I possibly can. Ostapenko here with the second serve. And it's a double fault there from Ostapenko. It is 15-30, half chance here for Kvitova. So 2 Grand Slam titles for Petra Kvitova, 2 Wimbledons. We have 1 for Ostapenko, 1 Roland Garros as a 19-year-old. Good first serve there from Ostapenko. And then into the net on the +1. No, it is 15-40, and it is 2 early break points here for Petra Kvitova. This is the ideal start here for Kvitova. She's had some good matches this week, a couple of tough 3-setters, especially against the British players. Oh, it's a great serve down the tee there from Ostapenko, though. It is, oh, it's being challenged. It was called in, so Petra Kvitova wants another look at it. We have the line judges here. Oh, it's bang on the middle of the line. It's an ace. Yeah, no automatic line calling here in Eastbourne. It's an immediate challenge there from Kvitova, but no luck on that one. Still break point number 2, though. It's a good second serve. The return is good. Cross court from Kvitova, though, and she's now into the net with the backhand. Ostapenko tries for the backhand pass down the line, but it's into the net, and the first break of serve does indeed go to Petra Kvitova. So the perfect start here for Petra Kvitova has broken Jelena Ostapenko for 2 games to love and is now serving to try to consolidate that break. So a WTA finals record, Petra Kvitova has 128, lost 10. Ostapenko has 1-5, lost 6. Kvitova has so many titles to her name. Here we go, Kvitova serving. Oh, it's a serve and volley there from Kvitova, but it's into the net from Ostapenko, so it is 15 love. Yeah, I definitely agree with you there, Cap. It's a really interesting matchup. Again, with the head-to-head is tied at 4 matches apiece. It's going to be a big hitting final, I think. So 15 love here for Kvitova. It's a nice swinging serve. Ostapenko gets the return in, and Kvitova goes to the forehand down the line, but it's just wide. It's 15 all. Kvitova stated earlier in the week that she doesn't really play for titles and you know the the wins. She just plays for the love of the game and the feeling that she gets. So any kind of title to her is a bonus at this stage. Oh, it's a lovely return of serve there from Jelena Ostapenko. Rip that one cross court, and it is 15-30. It's been a good week of tennis here in Eastbourne, although a lot of the seeds dropped pretty early. So Ostapenko is actually the highest seed left. For a few rounds ago, she was the highest seed left at number 8. Oh, Ostapenko's taken a fall at the back of the court there, but she is laughing as she gets up. I think she's okay. It is, 30 all. She seems to be okay. That's always the little bit of a worry with the grass. Yeah, she almost slipped. And then second time they're down on the floor. But everything's okay. Kvitova here serving at 30 all. It's a good serve down the tee from Kvitova. Ostapenko loops the return back in, but Kvitova is at the net for the volley. It is 40-30. So thank you to everybody who is joining me for this commentary. Don't forget to hit the like button and to subscribe to the channel if you don't already. We'll have loads of streams for you coming up with Wimbledon just around the corner. So Kvitova here serving, and it's an ace to seal the game. Kvitova does indeed consolidate that break of serve. It is 3 games to love. So it's a perfect start here for Petra Kvitova. Broke the first service game of Jelena Ostapenko and consolidated that break. So it is 3 games to love.
Yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's Kvitova. Yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's Kvitova.
So yeah, Belle, apologies that we can't bring you both matches at the same time. I will try to keep you updated on the scores. So it is 2-1 to Garcia over there in the first set. It's unfortunate when tennis has, a bunch of finals going on at the same time. The final in Mallorca will get underway in about an hour and 15 minutes or so. That'll be Bautista Agut versus Tsitsipas. That should be a really good final there. Interesting that Stefanos Tsitsipas finds himself in a grass court final. Not his favourite surface, but possibly a good sign for Wimbledon. Wimbledon, of course, Nadal will be going for that calendar year Grand Slam. He's been practicing on the centre court at Wimbledon. So Ostapenko here already doing Ostapenko things and starting to gesture and make comments to herself at the back of the court here. But she is going to be serving to try and get her first game on the board in this final. We are at the World International in Eastbourne. It's a WTA 500. She is the defending champion as Ostapenko. And it's a good first serve there. It's a loopy return of serve from Kvitova, and it's into the net on the volley from Ostapenko. It is love 15. Hasn't got a foothold in this match yet, has Ostapenko. Ostapenko here with the first serve, and it's long. It'll be a second serve here. Second serve is good. Oh, it's a lovely return from Kvitova. The forehand cross-court there from Ostapenko. Ostapenko's now into the net. Gets Kvitova going the wrong way. It is 15 all. I'm saying Kvitova will have an easy round 1, round 2 at Wimbledon. Halep could be round 3. Yeah, but Halep, of course, with that really tough first round matchup against Karolina Muchova as well. But if she does get through that, then yeah, it looks like it could be a Kvitova Halep round 3, which is crazy because that seems like it could be a Grand Slam final, really. Oh, it's a great serve down the tee there from Ostapenko. It's 30 love. Yeah, hopefully Ostapenko doesn't target any of the ball boys and girls with her tennis racket. Yeah, it's always a bit of a worry. We've seen a few recently where, especially, well, most notably Begu in a tournament who threw her racket and it bounced off into the crowd and really upset a kid who it almost hit. Should have been an immediate default, I think. But yeah, it's Never great seeing players kind of throwing their rackets and damaging them. And it's a double fault there for Ostapenko to make 30 all. It is, again, a bit of a half chance here for Kvitova on the serve of Ostapenko. She's going to be eyeing that double break here. It's a good serve there. Oh, the volley, though, is a serve and volley from Ostapenko, and she pushes the volley long. It is another break point. It is going to be challenged by Ostapenko, but it has been called long. So we'll look here, and it is, in fact, out by the smallest of margins. So it is a break point for Petra Kvitova. It is 30-40. Ostapenko under pressure yet again on serve, and it will be a second serve to look at on this break point. Ostapenko with the second serve. Oh, it's a big return from Petra Kvitova, but it just clips the net, giving Ostapenko a bit more time to get that backhand cross score, and we are at deuce. Yeah, totally agree. It was really good to see Harriet Dart playing so well. She had some good wins as well, beating... I believe she beat Marta Kostyuk. She beat Jill Teichmann as well. So, the Brits have done pretty well in this tournament, but Harriet Dart especially. And yes, it is a very good start of the match here for Petra Kvitova. Broke in the opening service game of Ostapenko. But Ostapenko's got herself out of a bit of trouble here. Saved break point, and she now has the advantage with a big forehand down the line there. And it's an ace there from Ostapenko to seal the game. So Ostapenko does indeed get her first game of the match on the board.
When it's time to go, she be putting on a show. She gonna give you more. It's Ostapenko. When it's time to go, she'll put you on the floor. It's time to go, cause it's Ostapenko.
So Petra Kvitova has 4 titles on the grass. Jelena Ostapenko just the 1. This title in Eastbourne last year. 2 of those of Petra's, of course, are Wimbledon. Like Capricorn says, love to see Kvitova with a 3rd Wimbledon title. I think she's got a pretty good shot if she plays like this she has this week. And it is 15 love here for Kvitova. Petra Kvitova with the first serve here. That's a good serve. It's a good return. It's a deep return there from Ostapenko. And then with the forehand from Ostapenko is good. It is 15 all. Over in Bad Homburg, Garcia has a break of serve against Andreescu in that first set. She's now serving at 3-1. So Garcia a break up over there. Garcia's had a good week this week. 15 all, and a let for the first serve here on Kvitova. So the Wimbledon draws come out yesterday. Everyone was looking to see where Serena Williams would be in that draw. She's drawn Harmony Tan in the first round, so it's not too bad of a draw there for Williams. Of course, she'd be a very, very dangerous unseeded player. There's a few unseeded players that could be real threats in this tournament, I think. Iga Swiatek seeded number 1, Annette Kontaveit 2. Kvitova here at 30-15, and it's an ace out wide from Kvitova. It's 40-15. That's a beautiful serve there from Petra. Also have Djokovic and Nadal, of course, in opposite halves of the draw. Djokovic just drawn Sung Woo Kwon in his first round. Nadal has Francisco Cerundolo in his first round. It's another good first serve there from Kvitova. It's a deep return from Ostapenko, though, followed up by the backhand cross-court from Kvitova. Ostapenko attempts the drop shot, but it's nowhere near the net, and it is a game for Petra Kvitova. So it's 4-1. Sean says Djokovic, Alcaraz could happen. Don't know how good Alcaraz will be on the grass. Yeah, so Alcaraz is in Djokovic's half of the draw. We saw him play Wimbledon last year. He lost in the second round to Daniil Medvedev. He lost in straight sets. It wasn't too bad of a loss, but obviously Alcaraz is a completely different player this year than he was last year. The only worry I think we have for Alcaraz is his elbow is very, very heavily strapped up. So I'm not entirely sure how much of an injury that is going to be, how much it's going to hamper him. But a Djokovic-Alcaraz match would be a very highly anticipated one. I would love to see that one. So it's Djokovic 1, Nadal 2. We have Casper Ruud is seeded third, so he'll be in Djokovic's half. Stefanos Tsitsipas, number 4. Berrettini, last year's finalist, has fallen into Nadal's half of the draw. He'll be a difficult one. Hi, nice to have you on the stream once again. Always good to see you. And a nice bit of information there, because I hadn't seen that today, that Madison Keys has pulled out of Wimbledon. So she, in fact, played Jelena Ostapenko a few rounds ago, and she retired from that match with an injury, Keys. So it's not entirely unsurprising that she's pulled out of Wimbledon, but hopefully she will be better soon. So the Zheng Shuai will become the 33rd seed. So Zheng Shuai was one of those unseeded players that I thought could be quite dangerous. But if she's going to get a seed now, she will move in. And then, Coco Vandeweghe moves on to Zhang's line. So lucky loser there from qualifying was Coco Vandeweghe. Yeah, Dram, it's strangely enough, all the British girls, none of them have drawn a seed in their first round, which is crazy. So, yeah, it's looking good for them. Emma Raducanu has quite a tough draw with Alison van Uytvanck in the first round, but also she's injured as Raducanu, so we don't know how much that is going to hamper her as well. We have a double fault here to kick off this service game of Ostapenko, so it is love 15. Yeah, it is a shame. Keys is a big hitter, and she's always very consistent at the Grand Slams as Keys, and it's a shame that she's had to withdraw. Well, it's a good serve there, though, from Ostapenko to make up for the double fault. Return is into the net from Kvitova. It is 15-all. Over in Bad Homburg, Andreescu has indeed got the break back from Garcia. Garcia was up a break serving at 3-1, but Andreescu has got it back on serve. So Ostapenko here was broken in her first service game by Petra Kvitova. Oh, it's a backhand return cross-court from Kvitova, but it's a lovely length there on the forehand from Ostapenko, 30-15. Yeah, Emma's probably got the toughest round one of all the British women, to be honest, which is, it's tough. But again, I think it was a bit touch and go whether Emma was even going to play Wimbledon because of that injury. So let's see how it goes. Hopefully she hasn't felt too much pressure from, the media and sponsors and things to actually play through something that could be maybe better rested. It's a bit of a miss-hit on the return there from Kvitova, but it is long from Ostapenko there, so it is 30-all. Yeah, so Ostapenko, she seems to be moving pretty well. She did look a little sluggish at Roland Garros, I agree, but at the moment her movement seems to be okay. I agree, though, that her dress is very questionable. Some of her kits of late. Interesting, to say the least. Not sure if you guys all like them, but it's a talking point. And yeah, Ostapenko was going for the double. So she's not only trying to defend her Eastbourne title from last year, but she is into the doubles final as well. So it's a great week here for Jelena Ostapenko, but it is yet another break point for Petra Kvitova. Ostapenko struggling here. Oh, it's a good serve, but Kvitova with a good return as well. Now it's a backhand down the line from Ostapenko is good. Kvitova's there again, though. Ostapenko at the net is a lob from Kvitova. Ostapenko takes it out of the air, saves the break point, and we are at deuce. Spence saying, I think Ons Jabeur is this year's favourite to win Wimbledon. She's definitely got to be up there. One of them, I'd say, definitely second behind Swiatek, although, like we know, grass isn't Swiatek's favourite surface, but Ons Jabeur loves the grass. Defeated Swiatek last year, actually, at Wimbledon. So, yeah, she's probably my favourite to make the final, for sure. Yeah, Kvitova looking for revenge when they met in Dubai. So, yeah, Ostapenko won the last meeting between the two. It is 4-4 in their meetings, so it's tight as anything. But, yeah, Ostapenko did win the last one. But it is another break point here for Petra Kvitova with another double fault from Ostapenko. That's a few that she's hit now. Yeah, it's fourth double fault of the match. Breakpoint number 2 here for Kvitova. Swiatek and Berrettini are your favourites for Wimbledon. Yeah, it's hard to argue it. Aside from, Djokovic and Nadal, you've got to put Berrettini and maybe Hurkacz at the top as favourites as well, because they've had great weeks on the grass. Berrettini winning Stuttgart and Queens, defending his Queens title, and Hurkacz with the Halle title as well. Petra saves yet another breakpoint in this game, does Ostapenko, with a shot into the net from Petra Kvitova. So we're back at deuce once again. It's a good first serve, the forehand return from Kvitova. We have a middle of the court rally here, but it's into the net from Ostapenko, and it is another break point here for Petra Kvitova. If she can break here, she will be serving for the first set. Just over 20 minutes on the clock. It's been a fast final, this one so far. Ostapenko with the third break point to save, and a second serve as well, as the first goes into the net. Ostapenko trying to save breakpoint number 3. Oh, the return from Kvitova's into the net. She'll be a bit frustrated with herself there on a second serve, but we are back at deuce once again. Yeah, so Ons Jabeur, with that big title in Madrid this year, the WTA 1000 on the clay, and got to the Rome final as well, but she did have that shock loss in round 1 at Roland Garros to Magda Linette in 3 sets. Which was really disappointing, because I think a lot of people had picked her for the final. But I think she's done really well. She won Berlin, and I think she does well on the grass. I'd be surprised if we did see another early exit for Jabeur, but of course it happened at Roland Garros, so it can happen again. Oh, it's great length there from Jelena Ostapenko, and she has the advantage now. With Kvitova fan in here. Who are you all rooting for in this one? So I like the way Berrettini said he was ready for Djokovic this year. Yeah, I like that as well. Berrettini seems to really have a good mindset going into Wimbledon this year after last year's final. I think he's ready. So Ostapenko does indeed take that game. She is now 2-4. Saves a bunch of break points in that one. She could have been a double breakdown, but she has come through that game. So it is 4-2 Kvitova serving.
When it's time to go, she be putting on a show. She gonna give you more. It's Ostapenko. When it's time to go, she'll put you on the floor. It's time to go, cause it's Ostapenko.
So Kvitova here serving at 4-2. It's just the one break. Could have been the double. But yeah, as you point out, Kvitova had a big lead in the first set against Bolter. I believe she was 4-1 up against Bolter in that set, and then ended up losing it 5-7. She did, of course, come through that match in 3 in the end. But she needs to just hold on here. And it is love 15. Ostapenko with the first point on the serve of Kvitova, I think for the first time so far in this match. Yeah, thanks to the update, Bill. So Andreescu and Garcia are on serve in the final over in Bad Homburg. Garcia did have a break, but Andreescu has got it back on serve. It's a good serve down the tee there from Kvitova, and a bit of a roar there from Kvitova as well. Not quite the trademark Kvitova roar, but it's a bit of a come-on nonetheless, and it is 15-all. I have a Petra fan in. Although Drum says I don't mind Penko winning here. Yeah, hope it's a close match and no injuries. You never want a final to end with injury, really. It's not a way somebody would want to win the title, like we saw last week in Berlin with Belinda Bencic having to retire from that final. So it's 30-15 here on the serve of Kvitova. For a piece in the head-to-head. Second serve here for Petra Kvitova. This match will be followed by the men's final, Cressy versus Fritz. It's a good second serve there, and the return is into the net from Ostapenko. It's 40-15. Yeah, so Maria Sakkari, she lost here to Kalinina, I think it was, in the 3 sets. And it's surprising how well we know Sakkari can play. But she's 27 and still the one career win. She has the clay court title in Rabat, which is a 250, I think. She's number 5. Yeah, so she struggles to make it, get the big matches. And it's long there from Ostapenko. So Kvitova does indeed get the game on the board. And she is now just 1 game away from this first set. It is 5 games to 2.
Yes, it's Kvitova. Yes, it's Kvitova.
So it's a good start for Kvitova here. And like you said, there's been a lot of unforced errors from Ostapenko. Quite a few double faults, 4 already. Double faults, none from Kvitova. And if you can see here, the first serve percentage of Kvitova is 100%. She's made 20 out of 20 first serves, which is huge. So we thought it was going to be a big hitting match here between these two. Ostapenko trying to defend the title for the first time in her career. This is a grass court title that has eluded Petra Kvitova. She's made the final here before, but never actually won this title. But both of these will be taking confidence going into Wimbledon next week, having had really good weeks here. Over in Bad Homburg, they are on serve still. It is 4-3 to Garcia currently. It's Caroline Garcia versus Bianca Andreescu over there. Sorry that I can't bring you a live stream for both of these, but I will keep you updated on the scores. So time has been called. Ostapenko is now going to come out and serve to try and stay in this first set at 2-5. So Kvitova here, Ostapenko here serving with the new balls. And it's a second serve. The first one is into the net. Seems like a good crowd here in Eastbourne. Pretty full. Nice down on the tee. Oh, it's a brilliant return of serve from Petra Kvitova on the forehand there. Love 15. So 20 out of 20 first serves. It's crazy, but I have to agree. I don't think it's sustainable for anybody really. Just 100% first serves, but it's a very good day at the office for Kvitova in that department today. As opposed to Ostapenko struggling a little bit with the unforced errors, and again it's into the net there from Ostapenko. It is love 30, 2 points from the set now. You can see the wind just picking up a little bit here. Ostapenko at love 30 under pressure now. Serve down the tee. We have the lob up from Kvitova on the return is in, but the good forehand there from Ostapenko. It is 15-30. Belasquez Petra serving hard or 80% power. I wouldn't say she's at 100% power. No, it's probably somewhere around 80%. It's more, getting it in, taking maybe a little tiny bit of the pace off it. It's not slow by any means, but I wouldn't say it's 100% power. Oh, it's a good return again from Kvitova. Great depth there, right down the middle of the court. Catches Ostapenko, and it is 15-40. It is a set point here for Petra Kvitova. 2 set points here for her to look at. This has been a great start here for the Czech. 14th seed. Oh, and the serve is just wide there from Ostapenko, so she'll get a second serve to look at, will Kvitova. Oh, it's a let. That was close. Just half an hour on the clock. This is a very quick first set. Oh, serve down the tee. That was a brave second serve there, and the return is wide from Kvitova, so it is 30-40. 1 break point saved. 1 set point saved, but still another one to come. Ostapenko here trying to save a second set point. Needs to get a first serve. She doesn't. It's into the net. So it is a second serve once again. Ostapenko with the second serve. It's good. It's Petra Kvitova goes to the big return, and she's frustrated with herself there. It's into the net. She went for the cross court there, but we're back at juice. So 2 set points saved. I'm saying from Barty, Serena retirements and former champions not doing well or injured. Yeah, like Halep, Muguruza, Sabalenka, Svitolina, Pliskova. So playing consistently from tournament to tournament will get you at most top 2. And yeah, of course, like you say, Annette Kontaveit is number 2 at the moment. You know, she has a great record, you know, in the smaller tournaments, does Kontaveit, but in terms of the Grand Slams, it's quite surprising that, you know, she's at number 2, but yet she's not really made it past the 3rd round of a slam. Looked like a really good return there from Kvitova, but it's just called long. So Ostapenko does indeed get the game on the board. Saves 2 set points to Ostapenko. So Kvitova will be asked the question. We'll try to serve out this set at 5-3.
When it's time to go, she be putting on a show. She gonna give you more. It's Ostapenko. When it's time to go, she'll put you on the floor. It's time to go. Cause it's Ostapenko.
So Kvitova here is serving at 5-3, serving for this first set. It's a good first serve. There's a chip return there from Ostapenko. It looked like it was long there from Kvitova. It wasn't called long, so Ostapenko is challenging it. We'll take another look at this one. Yeah, it is crazy that Petra Kvitova's never managed to be number 1. It was in there from Kvitova, so it is 15-love. Yeah, I think Kvitova is deserving of that number 1 title. It's such a shame that she hasn't made it there, I think. So 15-love. It's a good serve there. The return is in there from Ostapenko, but it's a great angle on the cross court from Petra Kvitova. It is 30-love, just 2 points from the set now. It's a good point here that the gap between 1 and 2 seems larger than between 2 and 100. Yeah, obviously the gap between Iga and the rest of the field is huge. She's since Barty's retirement, she's stepped into that number 1 and just completely dominated. But I think that's the depth and the breadth of the women's game, where you do see players in the top 100 playing, you know, very similarly. The gap, especially I think if you compare ATP to the top ranks and then the 100, I think it's less of a difference between the women's game for sure. So set point number 3 here for Kvitova, the first on her own serve, and it's a great first serve, and it is indeed the set for Petra Kvitova. She takes the first 6-3 in just over half an hour. That was a very, very good set from Petra Kvitova, and she is still 100% first serves, 23 of 23. The set belongs to Petra.
Yes, it's Kvitova. Yes, it's Kvitova.
So Kvitova, she came out of the blocks here pretty quickly, broken Ostapenko's first service game, and she is now 6-3, 1 set away from the title here in Eastbourne. It would be a first title in Eastbourne for Petra Kvitova. Made the final once before, but hasn't taken the title. Be looking to win this to take some confidence going into Wimbledon. Over in Bad Homburg, we have the final with Bianca Andreescu and Caroline Garcia. They are on serve currently. Andreescu is serving at 3-4, but they are at deuce. Caroline Garcia having a great week there. Nice to see her back in good form. So we do have Ostapenko will be serving to kick off the second set. I have an Ostapenko fan in here with Cindy. Capricorn wanting Petra to get a 3rd Wimbledon title. She does love the grass, does Petra Kvitova. prediction here. I see Iga winning her 7th consecutive tournament. It's hard to look past Iga Swiatek for the title, even though she doesn't particularly like the grass that much. I think it's completely possible. She's already tied Venus Williams for the record of matches this century, 35 matches in a row. So she will be looking to beat that. Just needs one win at Wimbledon to get that record for this century at 36 tournaments in a row. 36 matches, in a row. 7th consecutive tournament it would be. So we have Ostapenko here now serving to get the second set underway. Needs to get rid of the unforced errors in this one, does Ostapenko. Become a bit more consistent. So second serve here. Oh, it's a great backhand return down the line from Petra Kvitova. It is love 15. I've covered a couple of Kvitova's matches here this week, and she's really been going for these return of serves. She's hit a number of winners off the return this week. So love 15 here. Ostapenko needs to get a foothold in this second set. It's a good serve there, though, from Ostapenko, 15 all. Yeah, of course, there is the question, Iga hasn't played any warm-up tournament on the grass, so she's going into Wimbledon cold, essentially. I mean, she has been practicing on it, but no tournaments for her, so it is tough. But we do see a lot of the top players doing that because the grass season is so short. Nadal and Djokovic, okay, they did play the Giorgio Armani exhibition, but you do see it more often at Wimbledon, with the players being able to sort of rock up at Wimbledon without playing a warm-up tournament on the grass and doing pretty well. But I think Iga, because she doesn't like the grass, it could have helped her. But at the same time, she obviously, made that decision knowing it was the right one for her. Probably needed to rest the body a bit because she's played so much already this year. Yeah, so she has won Junior Wimbledon. There was an interview with her where she was saying that she won it not particularly because she was that good on the grass, but because she'd lost the previous final that she was in. So it was pretty much anger that got her to the title there. Well, it's a much better game there from Ostapenko. She seals it with an ace, and she does get a game on the board. It is 1-love Ostapenko in the second set.
When it's time to go, she be putting on a show. She gonna give you more. It's Ostapenko. When it's time to go, she'll put you on the floor. It's time to go, cause it's Ostapenko.
So first set, Kvitova 6-3. Ostapenko, though, does get the first game on the board in the second set, which is what she failed to do in the first. Was broken in her opening service game there. Needs to cut the unforced errors out, does Ostapenko. Jumps in. Kvitova, Iga could be a coin flip. That would be a really good matchup. I'd love to see that on the grass. Kvitova versus Iga Swiatek. Kvitova here to get her serving campaign underway in the second set. And it's a great serve down the tee from Kvitova, 15-love. And Ostapenko is not happy at the back of the court. She's muttering away, as she does in true Ostapenko form. Yeah, good point, Dreamt. Iga's prep would be round 1 to round 3. Yeah, she's drawn a qualifier in round 1, has Iga. Jan Fet of Croatia, I believe, is her opponent for round 1, so not too bad. She doesn't have too bad a draw as Iga. That's a good serve again from Kvitova, and then with the backhand 1-2 punch, and it is long from Ostapenko, 30-love. Hi, JC. Nice to see you again. Got an Ostapenko fan in. So Kvitova here, 30-love. And it's that may be the first serve that she's missed in this match, I think, from Kvitova there. Her first serve percentage is ridiculous in this match so far, is Kvitova. Yeah, so the toughest match would be round 3, Cornet. So, yeah, Cornet, incidentally, I believe Cornet gets put in Seva in round 1, which could be a bit of a feisty one. So it is possible that she could get upset in the first round there, Cornet. She made the semi-finals of Bad Homburg, defeated Angelique Kerber in the quarters, to make the semis. Was then taken out by Caroline Garcia, who's now playing in the final over there against Andreescu. 30-15 here for Kvitova. And it's another second serve here for Kvitova. It's a good one, though. Then follows up with the forehand cross court, and it's into the net from Ostapenko. It is 40-15. I think that the scoreboard there with the first serve percentage must be wrong, because she has just missed a couple of first serves there. But she's still serving really well as Kvitova, winning 82% of the points as well. And it's another great first serve there from Kvitova to seal the game. She gets her favorite first game on the board in this second set. We are one apiece.
Yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's Kvitova. Yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's Kvitova.
So Ostapenko serving at 1 game all. It's a good serve, and the forehand return from Kvitova is long. It is 15-love. Yes, internet's favorite Putintseva. There's always a bit of drama on the court when Putintseva is playing, isn't there? I think that could be, definitely a very feisty match between her and Cornet. So 15-love here, second serve for Ostapenko. It's a good return cross court there from Kvitova, and it looked like it was long there from Ostapenko, but it wasn't called, so we're still in play. But it's a beautiful running forehand down the line there for Petra Kvitova. It is 15-all. Okay, here, so according to the WTA stats, Petra's 21 of 29 first serves, and she's in the past couple of games, she has missed a couple of first serves. But still pretty great numbers there for her. So I think that the scoreboard here is slightly wrong. Yeah, Andreescu Garcia is close over there. So they are Andreescu serving at 4-5. Traded breaks over there, but back on serve now. Oh, that's a huge shot there from Petra Kvitova. It is 15-30. Serve wasn't bad. It was good out wide, but the angle Kvitova found on that backhand cross court on the stretch on that return was brilliant. 15-30. Oh, it's another good return in play from Kvitova, and then digs the backhand out. Ostapenko, though, with the backhand down the line is good. It is 30-all. Rowdy saying, I like history. If Iga wins Wimbledon, she'd be at 42 in a row. It'd be exciting to see how far she could extend that streak. Yeah, it's crazy to think that she could be at 42 match wins in a row. Obviously, it's been done. Martina Navratilova, I think, had a match winning streak in the 70s. 70-something, I think it was. But obviously, that was quite a few years ago. Nothing like that this century. 35. The current leader this century, even between Venus Williams and Iga Swiatek. And it's just long there, though, from Petra Kvitova, so it is 40-30. Thank you there. 74 it was the winning streak from Navratilova. Cindy is an Ostapenko fan here. Enjoy watching her play. It's never boring with Ostapenko on the court, is it? First serve quite far down into the net there. Second serve it is. It's a good return from Kvitova. Great depth, and it is wide from Ostapenko, and she throws her hands up in the air in frustration. It is deuce. Kvitova is returning very well. Ostapenko facial expressions were always interesting as well. Not sure if you guys saw her on-court interview a few rounds ago in her match against Rebecca Marino. She was very candid, was Ostapenko, in that, and was quite rude about her opponent, actually, saying, how badly she thought she'd played. So she's not afraid to give her opinion as Ostapenko, but it is another error there from her, and it is advantage Kvitova. So first early break point here for Kvitova, and it's into the net from Jelena Ostapenko, and Kvitova does indeed get the first break in this second set. Kvitova with the advantage 2-1.
Yes, it's her. Yes, it's her. Yes, it's her. Kvitova. Yes, it's her. Yes, it's her. Yes, it's her. Kvitova.
So just like in the first set, the first break of the second set does indeed go to Petra Kvitova. It is 2-1. Not yet an hour on the clock. Over in Bad Homburg, Garcia leads 6-5 there against Andreescu. It's a tight match over there. Following this match, we will have the men's final. Maxime Cressy, the serve and volley king, who loves the grass here, versus former champion here, Taylor Fritz. So an All-American men's final. Over in Mallorca, we'll get underway in about half an hour's time. Roberto Bautista Agut versus Stefanos Tsitsipas. That should be a good final over there as well. Oh, question here from Martin. Who do you think is the biggest drama queen in the WTA? You've got to put Ostapenko up there, and I would say Yulia Putintseva would be there as well. They're the two that come to mind. What do you all think? Biggest drama queens in the WTA? Claudia saying, let's get this done. Petra elbow cuff. Another Petra fan here. Petra seems to have fans wherever she goes. She seems like such a nice person. She's really well liked. She's won the sportsmanship awards so many times. And she's looking really good here today. I know her first serve percentage does say 100% there. It's a little bit below that now, but she is serving really well. She's returning really well as well. So serving here with the break, it's a good serve down the tee, then follows it up with the cross-court forehand, and it's into the net from Ostapenko. It is 15-love. That is true. Azarenka is quite drama-free as well. I remember the quote from Azarenka, and it was Azarenka Putintseva match as well, saying she needs a psychiatrist. I don't know if you all saw that one. Azarenka saying that about Putintseva. Bill, yeah, so, well, she was serving at 100%. She's now down a bit lower than that. I think the scoreboard here is wrong because she has missed a couple of first serves in this set. So she's not at 100%, but she's still pretty high up there. Another Petra fan here, Kendre. So it's 15 all here. It was just into the net from Kvitova there. An uncharacteristic, unforced error from the Czech. So 15 all here. Kvitova with the break, serving. Good serve down the tee and just about gets a racket on the return, but the ball does not clear the net from Ostapenko. It's 30-15. Spencer's Danielle Collins used to be a drama queen, but she slowed things down recently. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot about Danielle Collins. Yeah, she's always got, she's always yelling about something. And the famous gif of Danielle Collins that was made this year of her hitting a really good winner against someone and then just blew on the racket. Like, yeah, that was a great shot. That was that was hilarious. High court court tennis. So we have Kvitova and Ostapenko will both be contenders for Wimbledon. I think so. I mean, they've had really great weeks here on the grass. And Kvitova, of course, being a two-time Wimbledon champion, I would never bet against Kvitova at Wimbledon, really. She's always got a great chance. Ostapenko is a little bit more up in the air because you don't quite know which Ostapenko is going to show up. If the Ostapenko of this week does show up, then yeah, I think she can definitely go far. I don't see her winning it, but well, if she plays like that, well, this match, there's a lot of unforced errors in this match from Ostapenko, so she'd have to cut those out. But she's had some pretty good results this week, so I think she could if the Ostapenko turns up. But it is a break point here for Ostapenko. It's a good serve down the tee from Kvitova, and there's the Kvitova roar that we've been waiting for. It is juice. She saves a break point. I love that trademark Kvitova roar. Yep, Bill tiebreak time in Bad Homburg. So they traded breaks early on, Andreescu and Garcia, but all on serve, and now in the first set deciding tiebreak. So we are at deuce. Probably the most pressure Kvitova has been on serve in this match so far. Good serve down the tee, the return down the middle of the court from Ostapenko. Then the forehand down the line is dug out by Kvitova. That's another good cross court from Ostapenko, though, and it is another break point. It is advantage Ostapenko. This is more like it from Ostapenko when she's swinging freely. It's very tough to beat. Yeah, that's true, Capricorn. Like, you can hear Collins's team after every point is very, very loud, and it's quite annoying, isn't it? Good serve down the tee from Kvitova there. It's looped up by Ostapenko and then followed by the backhand. Kvitova's at the net. Ostapenko now with the lob. Kvitova takes it out of the air and it is good. And it is then wide from Ostapenko, and a big fist pump there from Petra Kvitova. Back at deuce. Breakpoint number 2 is saved. Oh, Alex saying here, Serena, Collins, Irani, Putintseva, and Ostapenko, the magnificent 5 drama queens. I've forgotten about Irani. Yeah, Irani is definitely up there. Is Irani still playing? I think I saw her in qualifying for Roland Garros or something. But she is up there. Oh, it's into the net there from Kvitova. It is advantage Ostapenko. Once again, it's a third break point in this game. Definitely the hardest service game of the match for Kvitova here. Yes, Spence, it is hard to believe that Caroline Garcia's former world number 4. So I think it was back in 2018 she was in the top 5, and she won a few big tournaments back then. I think she made the Tour End finals as well. Has not really done much since. It baffles me that Caroline Garcia's ranking and her play is just, I don't understand how she's not doing better. But it's good that she's made the final here in Bad Homburg this week. They are in a tiebreak in the first set over there. So Kvitova has saved another break point, serving here at deuce. Oh, it's a great serve down the tee. The ball is lobbed up from Ostapenko, but doesn't clear the net. Is advantage Kvitova. Cross-court tennis. Can Sofia Kenin ever get back out of the wilderness? It's been a long time since we've seen Sofia Kenin on the competitive match court. I don't know when she is planning to come back. Hopefully, I mean, she's a Grand Slam champion, but I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. She's been injured. I saw her with the leg in a well, not a cast, but like in a boot. So second serve here for Petra. And the scoreboard is still saying she has 100% first serves in, but that's not the case anymore. Oh, it's a good return of serve there from Ostapenko deep into the court, and it is deuce. Oh, yeah, I remember that quote from Irani. Why are you yelling, Vamos? You're French, yell, allez. Yeah, definitely a lot of drama from Irani. Hi, Carlton. Thanks for joining us. Have you missed any Ostapenko drama? Not really, to be honest. She said a few gestures and a little mutterings to herself at the back of the court, but no drama really to speak of from her. She did take a little slip at the back of the court on one point, but got up and was laughing. It's disappointing on the drama front from Ostapenko if you like that sort of thing. Oh, it is the first double fault of the match here from Kvitova. Had 4 already from Ostapenko, but it's the first there from Kvitova, and she does hand Ostapenko another break point. Dominic hoping Kvitova will win. Looking for her first Eastbourne title as Kvitova. She's made the final here before, but never won the title. Ostapenko looking to defend her title from last year, and that is a great lefty swinging serve out wide from Kvitova to save the break point. Once again, we are back at deuce. Ace number 3 for Petra Kvitova. Alex saying, do you remember Hewitt used to celebrate the opponent's double fault and yell, come on. Yeah, that's one thing I don't like especially from crowds, is when they cheer double faults. Even if it's a player against a player I don't particularly like. I'm not a fan of cheering double faults. So there is a challenge here. It's been called in from Kvitova, and Ostapenko it was indeed out. Yeah, kept going. The lefty serve is the X factor in tennis. It's great. I love that swinging serve. Oh, it's a good deep return from Ostapenko. Kvitova digs it back out, and then with the goes to the pass, but it's just wide, and Ostapenko has another break point. So Ostapenko in this game, Kvitova can't close it out. Ostapenko hadn't really had many break points before this game, but now she has had 5 in the single game. So 5th chance here to break for Ostapenko. Are we going to see this wide serve again from Kvitova? She goes for it, but it's long. Second serve. Break point number 5 here for Ostapenko. Oh, she goes for the big forehand return, and it's just a look down the line there from Ostapenko. She pulls it miles wide, and as a roar from Petra, we are back at deuce. 5th break point saved. Bill saying we're so disappointed when Petra beat Bouchard in the Wimbledon final. Sorry, I was rooting for Petra in that one. I was really glad that she won it there. Bouchard, incidentally, pulling out of this year's Wimbledon, citing that lack of ranking points as one of the main reasons why. Lots of Petra fans in here. There's always lots of Petra fans. You can't not like Petra, really. So she saved 5 break points in this game. Again, Ostapenko goes for the huge return, but she pulls it wide, and it is advantage to Kvitova now. Another glare down the line from Ostapenko. Yeah, Dremtsua had admire, of course, who was on the great winning streak, won, I think, 12 or 13 matches in a row on the grass, which was probably the best streak on grass since Serena Williams did it a few years ago. That streak was ended by Kvitova in the semi-finals. But yeah, she's just 26 years old, and she's a lefty, so it was an all-lefty battle between her and Kvitova in that semi. She'll be dangerous at Wimbledon, Vlad admire. No one is going to want to draw her. That's a good serve from Kvitova, folds it up with the forehand cross-court and the backhand cross-court from Ostapenko. It's another good angle on the cross-court from Kvitova, but Ostapenko with the down-the-line shot. That was crazy from Ostapenko. Beautiful down the line. Back at deuce. So Petra can't seem to close out this game's 5 break points have come and gone for Ostapenko. The most pressure she's been on serve. This is deuce number 7. It's a good serve. The return is dug out by Ostapenko, but it's a good length from Kvitova there, and is another big come on from Petra Kvitova. It is advantage to the Czech. This is a tough game to try and consolidate that break of serve. Yeah, the first set, far too many errors from Ostapenko. 4 double faults. Good serve here. The return from Ostapenko is long, and Petra Kvitova finally, after 7 deuces, does indeed consolidate that break of serve. It is 3-1. Yeah, that was a really tough game there. 5 break points come and go from Ostapenko. So let's see if that does affect how she plays in this next game now. It's always a bit of a hangover when you have chances and you don't take them. Over in Bad Homburg, we have the final there with Bianca Andreescu and Caroline Garcia. Andreescu has just taken the first set over there on a tiebreak, 7-6. Very close match over there. So you have another challenge here. I believe it's on the serve of Ostapenko, and it was indeed out. That is a good challenge there from Kvitova, so it will be a second serve. That's a good second serve. The forehand return from Kvitova is good, though, and it is long from Ostapenko. Love 15. Again, Kvitova with the first point on the Ostapenko serve. So here you go, Ostapenko. It's a good serve down the tee. Kvitova digs the return out. Then we have a nice angle cross court from Ostapenko. Again, Petra with the ball in, but it's down the line from Ostapenko, 15 all. That's a good couple of down the line shots she's had there, creating great depth on those shots. Ostapenko at 15 all now. Thanks for joining us for the commentary, Law and Border. I like that name. So got to work all weekend, so this is perfect. First time listener hyped for Wimbledon. Yeah, so thanks for joining me. Anybody who's joining us for the first time, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel as well. We'll be bringing you loads of streams throughout Wimbledon. My name is Megan, just in case, well, it does say my name there. I was going to say in case you don't know. Yeah, and I'm bringing you quite a few matches this week from Eastbourne, and I will be at Wimbledon as well. Thanks all of you for joining me. I love having you guys to chat tennis with. It is 15:30 here to Kvitova, though, on the serve of Ostapenko. Again, another chance. Yeah, Capo saying Ostapenko plays too much singles and doubles. She is in the doubles final as well here. So, you know, it could be helping her because she is into the final for both of them. But it is a lot of tennis. Same with Adad Maya as well. She was obviously winning 2 tournaments. She was also into the finals of the doubles there as well. But it is good to see top players playing doubles as well also, you know. Oh, Kvitova goes to the big cross-court return there, but she pulls it wide. It is 30 all. Sean saying, looking forward to seeing Emma at Wimbledon. Hope the home crowd helps. Yeah, I hope that injury that she have doesn't hamper her too much. I hope she is able to play at her best. And yeah, it'll be great to see the crowd getting behind her as well there. It's a loopy ball there from Ostapenko, and Kvitova easily puts it away down the line. It is another break point for Petra Kvitova here for the double break in the second set. We are at 30-40. Bill asks, if you had to pick anyone to be Iga at Wimbledon, who would it be? I would probably have to go with Ons Jabeur, who's in great form at the moment, has beaten Iga at Wimbledon before. So, yeah, I would probably say Ons. And it's into the net from Ostapenko. It is a double break for Petra Kvitova. It is 4-1. Well, the finish line is in sight now for Petra Kvitova. She took the first set 6-3 and is now a double break up in the second 4-1. Just over an hour on the clock. Kvitova in control.
Yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's Kvitova. Yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's Kvitova.
So Capricorn saying he thinks a big server and flat hitter could be Iga. Kvitova, Ostapenko are good picks, especially with both making the final here. They're in good form. I was debating whether to say Kvitova as well, actually. I think Ostapenko, probably not. I think Iga will be just too consistent for Ostapenko, and I think she'll frustrate her. But she could. If Ostapenko goes on one of her streaks, then yeah. But Kvitova I would put up there as well. Yeah, crazy stat here. Iga's won 56 of her last 58 sets. The only 2 sets she lost were first set tie breaks. It's crazy the record that Iga is on. That's, you know, when Barty retired and she just stepped into that number 1 spot and just kind of announced herself, and she's not looked back since. It's crazy what she's doing. Iga, incidentally, will be opening up the play on centre court. The tradition that's usually given to the winner, the champion of the previous year, of course, which was Barty. So she won't be playing. So they have given that honour to Iga. The other option was Simona Halep, who didn't get the chance to open up play after she won Wimbledon because she was injured. So a lot of people thought Halep maybe should have taken that. But it has been given to Iga. Oh, it's an ace there from Kvitova to set this game off. A nice ace out wide. 15 love. That's a 4th ace for Kvitova in this match. Kvitova here trying to run away with the second set. It's another good first serve. The return is in from Ostapenko, and it's pushed long there by Kvitova. 15 all. Just bouncing up and down there at the back of the court is Kvitova. Looks like maybe she didn't quite move her legs enough there for that ball. Yeah, Ravish saying would have been great to see an Iga versus Barty rivalry. Yeah, that would have been interesting. A peak Iga versus a peak Barty. Kvitova here with a second serve at 15-all. It's a good one. It's a good return from Ostapenko, though. Kvitova tries to dig it out, but it's 15-30. Yeah, good point. But I think Sabalenka, if she was allowed to play Wimbledon, could have a good chance at beating Iga. She reached the semi-finals last year, did Sabalenka, and lost that tight match to Pliskova in the semis. But yeah, it's really a shame that she won't be able to play at Wimbledon this year, Sabalenka. She's in good form as well on the grass. A let on the first serve here for Kvitova. It's great to see Petra back winning titles again. She hasn't had the easiest years, Kvitova. Oh, it's a good serve there into the net on the return from Ostapenko. Ostapenko swishes her racket there in frustration. It's 30-all. So Kvitova here, trying to put herself within one game away from this title. Her first Eastbourne title. Oh, it's a great serve from Petra Kvitova. It's another ace, a fifth ace, and it is 40-30. In Bad Homburg, Andreescu took the first set on a tiebreak, and they are now in the second. She's just won the first game over there. And it's another great serve from Petra Kvitova. It is 5-1. She's just one game away now from this title. Ostapenko will be serving to stay in it. Yeah, so Samsonova was probably the last person who really almost beat Iga. She did almost beat her there. It was a tight 3-set match in Stuttgart. Yeah, I can remember that match. So Samsonova was probably the one who's most challenged Iga. Raducanu as well. Iga pretty much breadsticked or bageled everyone at that tournament except for Samsonova, and Ostapenko. Raducanu managed to get quite a few games from her there as well. But I don't know who is going to stop Iga. And that is a return of serve right out of the playbook from Kvitova. It is love 15. 3 points away. Oh, it's a great serve from Ostapenko there, though. It's an ace for her, and it's 15-all. It's a fourth ace from Ostapenko. Bill saying maybe Navratilova in her prime all-time serve and volley. I wish we could see, peak players from back in the day against players now. I'd love to see Navratilova versus Swiatek. Second serve here for Ostapenko. Good serve down the tee. Oh, good return from Kvitova, though. Then with the backhand cross-court. Forehand on the run from Ostapenko is into the net. 15-30. 2 points away from the title is Petra Kvitova. I think this match we all thought it was going to be a lot closer than it was, but it is great to see Petra Kvitova back in this form, especially ahead of Wimbledon. Second serve from Ostapenko. It's a good one. Oh, the return is just long there from Kvitova. Would have been a clean winner off the return if that had bounced in. 30-all. I think Ostapenko just doesn't have the answers for Kvitova. Doesn't really know how to respond to this level of play. And it's a second serve again here. 30-all. 2 points away is Kvitova. Good second serve. Oh, it's a winning return of serve from Petra Kvitova. The forehand down the line. It did get a bit of a net cord there, but it was a clean winner. That was a great point, and it is indeed match point.
Match point.
Oh, the crowd thought that was an ace there from Ostapenko, but it was a late call and it was out. So Kvitova is now going to challenge. Was that an ace or was it wide? It was indeed an ace. Championship point saved from Ostapenko. It is deuce. Oh, that's a really good matchup there from Sean. Borg versus Nadal on clay would be good, or Federer McEnroe on grass. Oh, I really wish we could see those matchups. Oh, the return of serve there from Kvitova is just long, so it is advantage Ostapenko. So match point is saved, now has a point for the game, does Ostapenko. Hi, thank you for joining us from the Philippines. Hope you are all enjoying the stream and the commentary. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't already. Give us a follow on all the socials as well. Subscribe to the channel. Hope you're enjoying this and hope you're all having a great weekend. Oh, what a return of serve that was from Petra Kvitova. The forehand cross-court. Beautiful angle, and we are back at deuce. Ostapenko is working so hard on her service games. She's just having to go for much bigger shots because Kvitova's just got all the answers. So deuce. Serving to stay in the match, in the championship, and it's a second serve here. Ostapenko, the second serve. Oh, it's a second serve ace. That was brave. That was right down the tee. And it's an advantage Ostapenko. That's a good way to get a break point, a second serve ace. That's a good point here. The fact, though, is the longer eager streak goes on, the more attention it brings to the WTA, and the more attention, the better. It's hard to argue with that. Absolutely. So Ostapenko does get out of trouble there. She serves her way out of trouble there, and it is 2-5 for Ostapenko. So still just over an hour on the clock, but Kvitova will come out to serve for the championship in just a few moments' time. But Ostapenko stays in the game for now.
When it's time to go, she be putting on a show. She gonna give you more. It's Ostapenko. When it's time to go, she'll put you on the floor. It's time to go, cause it's Ostapenko.
So question from JC, who's winning the Bianca match. So Bianca took the first set. It was a pretty close first set. She won on the tie break, 7 points to 5 there. It is saying that the match has been suspended. I'm not entirely sure the reason for that, but play has stopped for the moment over there. They're just in the second set. So Bianca's taken the first game of the second set there. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why it is suspended, but if I can find that out for you, I will bring you the information. But Bianca took the first set there on the tiebreak. Following this match, we will have the men's final, Maxime Cressy versus Taylor Fritz. Taylor Fritz, former champion here in Eastbourne. And in a few moments' time, the final of Mallorca will be getting underway. It's Bautista Agut versus Tsitsipas in the final there. It should be a good one as well. I'm here rooting for Petra. She is coming out now to serve for this championship for her first Eastbourne title. And yet, indeed, thanks, Trent, the play is back on at Bad Homburg. So Caroline Garcia is serving. They're on serve in the first set there. Second set, sorry. So Kvitova trying to serve out this match with new balls. Oh, goes to the ace down the tee, but it's just wide. Just the one service game away. Good second serve. A backhand return from Ostapenko is good, and it's long from Kvitova, so love 15. First point goes to Ostapenko here. Crowd seem to be on the side of Kvitova here. But they probably also want to see a bit more tennis. It's a pretty speedy match, this one. Oh, it's an ace down the tee from Kvitova. That's a lovely shot, lovely serve. 15 all. Yeah, just an hour and 15 on the clock for almost 2 sets. That's a really good way to put it, Capricorn. Ostapenko was productive, angry. You see that quite a few times in her matches where she's down and she just gets angry and starts swinging a lot more freely and ends up, turning things around. Oh, it's a great length there from Ostapenko. The lob up from Kvitova is good. Oh, and Ostapenko can't make the most of the lob. She hits it wide. It is 30-15. Oh, we have a prediction here for the US Open that Rafa is the pick. Will have a massive crowd advantage and won the last time we played there in 2019. So do we think Rafa maybe is getting the calendar year Grand Slam? Could be on. That great match against Daniil Medvedev where he won in that final 5 sets. Medvedev looked down and out and then came back from 2 sets to love down to bring it to 2-all, and Nadal taking it in that 5th set. That was a really good final. They've had some good finals, Medvedev and Rafa. Australian Open this year as well. Good serve from Kvitova there. It's a deep return from Ostapenko, but the follow-up shot there is just wide from Ostapenko, and it is indeed championship point once again, this time on the serve of Kvitova.
Match point.
So 2 match points here on the serve of Kvitova to second championship point for her first Eastbourne title. Oh, it's a second serve here. Petra Kvitova going for the win here. Good second serve. The return from Ostapenko is into the net. Petra Kvitova is the champion in Eastbourne. She is the WTA International champion. And it's a really nice exchange at the net there from Ostapenko and Kvitova. But this is a great win here from Kvitova. She's won the Birmingham title. She has won Wimbledon, and now she has won Eastbourne. It was a really, really good week here from Kvitova. Had a couple of tough matches, but in the end, this final was pretty easy for her. She completely out-hit Ostapenko. Not many unforced errors. Great day on serve. 6-3, 6-2. So Petra Kvitova does indeed take the championship. That is a really, really good win here from Petra Kvitova. And it's really nice scenes here as well. Kvitova, she's absolutely thrilled. So thanks all for joining me for this final. I guess I will leave you with an update on the scores in Bad Homburg before I go. So it is 1 game apiece in that second set, with Andreescu taking the first on a tiebreak 7-6 there. Yeah, sorry, Alex. We didn't get the no-look handshake from Ostapenko. It was a nice hug at the net there from them both. They're now showing Ostapenko she's like furiously typing on her phone for something. But yeah, it's a great win there from Petra Kvitova. Really good to see her winning a title again after a bit of a tough year. But she does indeed take the Eastbourne title, WTA 500, and she will be full of confidence there going into Wimbledon. So thank you everybody for joining me on this stream. I will hopefully catch you in many more throughout Wimbledon. If you like the stream, please don't forget to hit the like button before you go and subscribe to the channel as well. So my name is Megan. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will catch you on the next stream. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I will see you again soon.